Despite this channel being dead for so long, I still play a lot of games. In the past couple of years since I last uploaded to this channel, I've actually been playing a lot more games than I previously would do. I've been meaning to bring this channel back for a while to make more gaming type content, so I thought just to get back into the swing of things, I'd make a little video on everything that I've played over the past month. This may be a series that I do moving forward, it may just be a one-off that I never go back to, but I thought it would be a fun little video to make. We're going to go through every game that I played this month, whether it was a game that is on constant rotation, a game that I played maybe briefly that I will go back to at some point or maybe won't, some games that I'm currently in progress trying to complete but haven't gotten there yet, and also anything that I did complete this month. So let's just start off with some games that are kind of on constant rotation. They're games that I'm pretty much playing non-stop or are one of my go-to games and have been for some time. Starting off with Balatro. I feel like everyone at this point knows about this game because it's such a phenomenon. But for those who don't know, Balatro is a deck building roguelike, which is kind of all based around poker rules. It's all about using what cards you have in your deck, leveling up cards, and also purchasing joker cards, which give you different rules and different abilities, with the goal getting as much points as possible each round. I have played a ridiculous amount of hours on this game on my Xbox, on my phone, on my Steam Deck, on my PC, pretty much everything that you can possibly play it on. I've been playing it non-stop for months now and I still haven't won a single run. Put days into this game, read loads of guides and stuff, but I'm just not very good at this one. But that doesn't mean it's not fun, and it's still one that I love returning to. It's kind of one of those games where I put it on, go to play it for 5-10 minutes, and suddenly it's like 5 hours later and I've lost an entire afternoon. One that I didn't play much this month but did do a few games off was Halo Infinite. Recently I tried playing through every single Halo campaign, got all the way up till Halo 5, got halfway through, gave up. Now I thought I'd skip forward to Infinite and kind of did the exact same thing. I gave up on it because the games aren't very good anymore. But the multiplayer is still strong and Infinite is a lot of fun. I normally just play the Action Sack playlist and do all sort of like the party games and silly games rather than big team battle or anything like that. But it's a game that I have a lot of fun with every time I jump into it. It's not the best Halo or best Halo experience that you can have, but Infinite is a fun game to go back to and it looks beautiful as well. Another game that I didn't play much of this month but is kind of been on constant rotation for a long time is The Sims 2. I've been playing through this on my Steam Deck and I just completed the Sims University expansion pack. Ever since the Legacy Edition came out, I've been rinsing this thing. It's one of my favorite games from my childhood and I never had any of the expansion packs, so having them all together now and being able to play around with them and sort of see what crazy stuff I can do has been a lot of fun. I mean, it's The Sims 2. I don't think there's anything really special to say that hasn't been said over and over and over again. It's an iconic game. It's over 20 years old now, so everyone knows it. It's just incredible. It's still by far my favorite Sims game, and probably the game I spent the most amount of time with this month and have been playing loads over the last few months is Call of Duty World War II. I had this back in the day on the PS4 and really loved it, so when they brought it onto Xbox Game Pass I was straight on it and I've been playing it loads with different people, having a really great time. Call of Duty is honestly one of my go-to games because it's just so mindless. You can just play it for a little bit, sort of switch off from the world. I have a lot of fun with it. It's kind of just like the junk food equivalent of video games, and World War II has been my go-to recently. I did play a little bit of Black Ops 7 just for all the new like Fallout stuff they've got going on, but it's just not very good. I don't like those futuristic Call of Duties. Whereas World War II is kind of back to basics. It kind of feels more like a older era Call of Duty game like World at War or Modern Warfare 1, and I've had an absolute blast playing through the war mode, which is kind of my go-to anytime I play this. Some more games that I played this month that are ones that I've played like a little bit of, will probably carry on going back to because I had a lot of fun when I played them. Starting off with Nubby's Number Factory. This is a roguelike Peggle-like game. It's just about shooting balls at different balloons that have different numerical values, and you have to get a certain amount of numbers each round, and you can level your ball up with different abilities and stuff like that. I think what makes this game so unique and charming is its art style, which is kind of taking from early internet and early computer sort of graphics. It's very silly and funny looking, but it's very charming. It's a lot of fun, and it's a game that I've been enjoying a lot. Another one is Mega Bonk. I don't really know what this game is. I had played it for a little bit and was kind of just a bit like, what is going on? But I think I was kind of figuring it out. Again, this is another roguelike, kind of have a character who you can level up his abilities, you're running around and everything in this world is chasing after you. You can have like a gun, I believe, that shoots at enemies as they come near you, a bow and arrow, a sword. You don't have control over your weapon, it just is on a bit of a timer. So it's very difficult sort of running around, especially when they bring in more enemies and it just gets kind of chaotic. But I enjoyed the little bit that I did play of this, and I imagine I will go back to it and play some more. And one that I won't go into too much detail on, I played Minecraft, literally just creative mode, had some fun just building some stuff on there, just needed a nice relaxing mindless game for a bit. Next up, we're going through a bunch of games that are currently in progress, whether they were started this month or whether I've been sort of playing them slowly over the last few months. I have a bad habit of starting games, moving on, or starting games and slowly playing them, sort of going back to it every once in a while. Some games take me a long time to complete, and there's a few of those on this list. Starting off with Mullet Mad Jack. This is just a crazy borderline boomer shooter where every single level you have 10 seconds to get to the end of the level. Killing enemies and getting different abilities and power-ups gives you more time. So it's kind of all about rushing through these levels but killing people at the same time. You've got loads of different weapons that you can level up at the end of each round. It's very goofy and silly, but it's a lot of fun, incredibly addictive. This is another game I'm not very good at, and I'm playing on sort of one of the lower difficulties as well, but I'm trying to get better and better at it, and I am really loving this game. I can't wait to play more of it and hopefully complete it. I've been playing the Scribblenauts Mega Pack on Xbox recently, specifically Scribblenauts Unlimited. This is a game that I really love. I didn't realize it had a console port, so I thought I'd give it a go, and it actually doesn't control that bad. It would definitely obviously be better with a mouse and keyboard when you can type in what you need to use, but it's not that bad with just a controller. This is a puzzle game where you're running around different locations and everyone needs help with something, and you can generate items that will help them or sort of change the personality of each of the characters. It's very silly, very charming. It was a game that I played loads on the DS and on my PC as well, so I've just been having a blast going back to it, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really good comfort game, even if sometimes it's incredibly frustrating. We have Once Upon a Katamari, a game that is taking me far longer to complete than it really should have done. I bought this game as it came out because I'm a huge fan of the Katamari games. It's a puzzle game where you're controlling a massive ball and you have to attach things to your ball as you're rolling around. The bigger your ball gets, the larger things you can pick up. Once Katamari, I think it was like the first game in almost 20 years in the series, and it is a really great return to form. It's definitely the best game in the franchise they've done since like the second game. It's incredibly creative with loads of different locations that you can go to that are set in different countries and also different eras of time. The level design is incredibly creative and a lot of fun. Graphically, it looks exactly like the old games do, and I kind of love the fact that they've not updated the art style to fit the modern era, but it still looks gorgeous. It still has that iconic Katamari art style, which I really love. I played a fair bit of Fallout 76. I had never played this game before, so it was quite interesting to see sort of what it was about after all the controversy. This is obviously the multiplayer Fallout game, and at least in its sort of current state now, they've added like NPCs and and loads of other stuff and more quests and more content to the game, and fixed a lot of the bugs. In its current state, it's a lot of fun, and I was really enjoying it until I got killed by a deathclaw, and I haven't played it since. So that's one that I should probably go back to. A game that I played more in December than January, but did put in an hour or two in January, is the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Really loving this game so far. It kind of just feels like one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, even though it's not based on them, it's based entirely on the comics. The way they incorporate music I really love. I find the combat systems incredibly fun, and the story is really great. The writing and voice acting, it all feels like I said, like one of those Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which I do really enjoy. So I've been loving this game and I cannot wait to complete it, hopefully next month. Game I played a little bit of and got stuck instantly, and will definitely go back to because I bought it, but it's one that's going to take me a long time to get anywhere because I'm not very good. That's Elden Ring. I've never been any good at these Dark Souls-esque games. I did play the Jedi Fallen Order game and I really loved that, but Elden Ring I kind of thought I'd give it a go. Heard it was one of the easiest in the Souls-like From Software catalogue, and it's still incredibly brutal and difficult, so just gonna have to keep learning. I've been trying to read into sort of tips and tricks of the game, so fingers crossed with a bit more time and patience I'll get there and actually be able to play the game without dying straight away. And I've also been playing through Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This is just a basic pod racing game. It came out sort of tied into the release of The Phantom Menace, but it's a lot of fun. It's very similar to games like Wipeout, very fast paced and kinetic. The controls haven't aged the best, but for the most part it holds up well. I've been playing the port on Xbox and it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. It's very nostalgic because it was a big game for me when I was a kid. It's nothing special, it's not one of the best racing games I've ever played, but for what it is, I've been enjoying going back to it. And then some games that I started and abandoned this month. Starting off is Fable Anniversary Edition. I have attempted to play this game multiple times, but I just cannot get into it. I used to love Fallout 2 and 3 on the 360 back in the day, but I don't know, I just can't do Fable Anniversary or just the original Fable in general. This is maybe the second or third time I've attempted it, and I just do not vibe with this game for some reason. A new game which I played for a little bit and wasn't super into is Memories in Orbit. This is a new 2D platformer which looks beautiful. Like on a graphical and design level, it's an incredible looking game, but I don't know, this one just didn't click for me. And finally we got Sonic Frontiers, which is a game I've wanted to play for a long time. I love the Sonic franchise, but my god, I do not like this game. I do not think Sonic works in open world. I don't like the massive enemies that are kind of like Shadow of the Colossus-esque titans. It's incredibly repetitive taking them down, and I kept finding them everywhere. I just was not vibing with this game in the slightest. No, it's just not for me, unfortunately. I'm going to end this video with a game that I actually completed this month and had been playing for a while, Police Simulator Patrol Officers. This is not a good game. It's like a very glitchy, buggy simulation game, but I kind of loved every second of it. I had such a blast with it, even though it wasn't working. It was very repetitive, very mindless, but I kind of loved that about it and had a great time. I kept playing it until I unlocked most things, and then I think I got the final achievement in the game and was like, you know what, I can call that a day. I think it's the only game on my Xbox now that I have 100% achievements on, just this shitty simulator game. There you go. So that was every game I played this month. I'm hoping to bring this channel back properly and do some more classic Crimbo content, just like I did back in the old days. I've got some ideas for future videos which I'm going to start having a crack at, so hopefully this is the beginning of this channel finally coming back. Thank you so much if you got to the end of this video. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.